Your phone's freezing. Okay, there it is.
There we go. How you doing, Miss Hunter? I appreciate you joining with me today. Miss Hunter is a mortgage loan specialist at U.S. Bank. She's been in this industry. I don't want to tell how many years because I may tell her age, and so I definitely don't want to do that. And appreciate her help. We've been able to help a few of these home buyers here recently with this crazy affordable down payment assistance program. This is an awesome program, and I thought it was so awesome that we really need to get this news out because there are not enough who know about it. And so, what I want to do is let's just have some discussion about it so we can get this out to the masses. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mr. Burton. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. Doing wonderful. Thank you again for taking your time out of your schedule to share this information, not along with me, but for those who would be viewing this this video here from here on forward, further than you and I would ever be able to go. And so I really do thank you. So if you can give us a little bit about who you are and what you have going on.
Okay, Mr. Burton. I am Kathryn Jones Hunter. I am a senior CRA loan originator with U.S. Bank. I have been in the mortgage business for over 17 years. Vast experience with all types of loan products, but my passion and true heart is with first-time home buyers, low to moderate income buyers, and serving those in underserved communities, in Black and Brown communities. Home ownership, to me, is the cornerstone of generational wealth. And I feel that too often, without the right assistance, we can sometimes get left behind. So I try to give it my all to ensure I'm helping those that need the assistance the most.
Awesome. And I want to give you your flowers while you're here and tell you how much I really appreciate you and what you do because there's a lot of loan officers that would not take this time to really share and go after these particular home buyers. And sometimes they get left behind, honestly. And so you are one of our, I would say you're one of our, should I say sheroes, hero? You put the S in front of it.
Well, you are too.
Oh,
You are too.
I appreciate it, man. So I do want to mention that, and you've been able to help a couple of clients that we've been able to put in homes here recently, and I had no idea. To honestly, it's this is all God sent, God given, because when these individuals were referred to me, I had no idea if they would be able to afford a home, and it just so happened. Um, I met you at the right time, and this program had popped up at the right time, and we were able to bless these individuals with some new homes, and these are not resale properties; these are new homes,
That's
and
right.
I could be honest with you, without this particular program that you are actually utilizing out here, I don't think that they would have been able to afford a home, and so. This has been very timely, and it's not only been a blessing to us, but we've been able to bless others. And so I really appreciate you, taking your time and energy because this is not it's not an easy job. This is not an easy job. We're dealing with a different type of client.
Mhm.
Honestly, sometimes these clients do need to have some type of financial literacy. Um, given. There's some home buying information classes, and so I really appreciate the time that you taking out of your schedule even to help. And we go far and beyond. Sometimes people don't see this all on social media. They
That's
see
right.
the glamour, but they don't see all this hard work that goes on behind the scene.
That's
So
right. The many nights we were sitting there making, wondering and hoping that this happens because the clients are depending on us.
right,
And it takes a twofold. It takes a team. It takes a real estate team, not only the loan originator, but the real estate partner that understands affordable housing, understand that these programs are here, but the masses are trying to be served, and it's not an overnight thing. So if your true heart is to serve the client, it's you completely remove yourself and your personal desires and make it all about what am I trying to accomplish here? And that's your sacrifice to this and to your commitment to entrust your two clients with me early on when so many kinks was still in the place. But we did that, and for the greatness of that, for that generosity, it has expanded. We are sitting here today in a time of that I've 17 years. I've never seen it, never even imagined. But the advocacy, the work, the diligence, and getting clients closed shows that it can work. The
Right.
programs, when the right tools are in place, things do make a difference. And so what we are embarking on now, and what we're talking about today, we got 8, 9 different programs, 89 different ways to put clients in homes. And that assistance ranges from $23,800 on the low end all the way up to $200,000. And it's not us picking and choosing for you what house you want, or we going to buy a house and having to fix it up to give it to you, or for you to make a selection from that. We're talking about brand new homes, Syntex, Lennar, Dior Horton, top of the line builders out building communities to make them affordable.
Right.
I'm happy to be a part of it.
Right. This is amazing. And to speak on what you just got to mentioning regarding the down payment assistance amounts that are being given. Let's talk about some of the areas that these homes are in. Do you have a ideal? Could you share more of the locations? I know I don't want to miss anything.
Okay, so we're going to talk about highlight. Of course, we know that there's the City of Houston's program that allows for buyers up to 50,000 to purchase anywhere inside the City of Houston. Then there's the regular Harris County DAP program that allows for the clients to purchase anywhere within unincorporated areas of Harris County, meaning not paying taxes to the City of Houston. Then we're talking about the Harris County Single Family New Construction Program, where unincorporated areas like Hockley, and the only place they have inventory at this moment, but the inventory is vastly coming real quick. Back in Klein ISD, Spring, Pasadena, Katy, those areas, the county has went out and purchased these brand new homes, and from Dior Horton, Syntex, Lennar, and are selling them to the buyers at a max sales price of 268,000, and that buyer can receive anywhere from up to 40 to 45% off the sales price of the home.
Wow.
So, and that price reduction includes down payment and closing cost assistance. So that is that within itself. They own the home and the land. It's the whole gambit right there, in that program, and that program expires out at the end of December 2024. But right after, we're in a dormant period now where we pretty much have only inventory in Hockley. But right here in the next 6 weeks or so, there will be additional properties coming on rapidly all throughout the first quarter of next year. So
Awesome.
again, this hits back to, and then I'm going to talk about the other part program. This hits back to being ready, not waiting to be ready,
Right.
not wondering, oh, I'm going to see if somebody else is going to do it before I do it. All the things you tell yourself to put you behind the 8 ball. Take those thoughts out your mind, and all it takes is a call. All it takes is a click to get
Right.
started. To
Right.
let us give you a plan so that you know exactly what you need to do so that you can start the process. You got your pre-approval letter from the lender. Now you can start that pre-approval process, the pre-eligibility process with the county or the city or wherever you're going to for the next step. But the longer you wait, the farther you are behind, because the more, when Mr. Jesse and I started out with this a year and a half ago, the lines was not long for pre-eligibility.
Right.
But we have taken what, 2 buses and 2 different tours throughout
Right.
the year.
Right. Right.
80 some people each tour, plus it's spreading like wildfire there. So people are aware, and that means the demand is greater. So, and the longer you wait, the less opportunity you have. The other program that just, the Harris County Community Land Trust, that program has been in assistance for over 2 years as well. But they have tweaked this so much now to make it accessible and to really get people in the homes. This is just remarkable. This is the Harris County Community Land Trust program. They too have properties out in that they currently own out in Hockley and in Southeast Houston.
Okay.
And with that program, you can purchase one of those new construction homes with up to $150,000 in down payment assistance. Now, they have also allowed what has never been done before. They are allowing that if the property is an unincorporated area of Harris County, if that 150 does not get you to the 35 over 42% debt to income ratio, you can use the regular Harris County DAP program along with their funds. So that can give you a maximum amount of assistance of $173,800.
Wow.
That's for unincorporated Harris County. Now, if you are this Harris County Community Land Trust program is also allowing buyers to purchase anywhere inside the city of Houston, as long as the property is in a Harris County. As long as it's in Harris County, it doesn't matter where. You can use their program and still receive up to $150,000 to be used towards down payment, closing costs, and principal reduction. And then if it's in the inside the city of Houston city limits, you can also, what they have now allowed is you can use the city of Houston's program in addition to their program to qualify to get you to that 35 over 42. But if you're using the city's program, then the DTI goes to 33 up to 45. So you got to know the programs and you
Right,
got to
right.
know what you really need. But the opportunity for it to be there or the ability for it to be there is it's unheard of. So that's 200 up to $200,000 in assistance. And on the community land trust, it's your stepping stone into generational wealth. We hear all of these things. Oh no, I don't want to buy because I don't own the if I go with that program, I don't own the land. You own the dwelling. It's just like purchasing a condo. If you purchase a condo, you only own the dwelling, you don't own the land. And
Right.
so having this opportunity to get into home ownership is a stepping stone. And if you stay in that particular home for 10 years, which is the quote unquote affordability period, that that grant that they gave you is completely forgiven. You
Wow.
can the home is going to appreciate over X amount of time.
Yes, it
You
will.
can then sell that home and move up to the next home that you want. That you could potentially own the home and the land, or you can stay in this home forever. If you need to, if something transpires and you need to transfer the ownership rights over to the heir, that can happen as well in the community land trust. So the excuse for not owning is no longer there.
Right.
And a home ownership is not for everyone. I want to
Right.
be very, very clear. But if we're sitting here paying, when you take a long look at what's transpiring, if you're paying 17, $1,800 a month rent, and just because that's the situation you're in,
Hmm.
you have a desire to own a home, just know that there's things out is there's programs out here for you to be able to buy a home. I've mentioned a lot about Harris County, but the city of Houston's doing some remarkable things as well. They have the new affordable home development projects that's out that allows for up to 120% AMI. There's
Uh-huh.
one community in particular, well, two communities, Fulton Crossing and Erin Park, where that buyer with the higher income levels, household income levels, one person can be making up to $74,000. They too can the homes, these are three-story townhomes. You own the home and the land. The price is between 300 and 352, and the city has provided the developer grants to be able to give up to $150,000 to reduce the cost of those townhomes. Plus, just as Wednesday, as of 2 o'clock, the city has announced that those homes we could not previously use the 150 for down payment and closing costs, but
Mhm.
the city is now allowing for their regular programs to be attached to that, even for that just those two communities, even for the higher income levels to get the up to 50,000 in assistance. So when in Erin Park and Fulton Crossing is right there in the airline. Fulton Crossing is in the airline area. Erin Park is in the Irvington area. So the central heart of the city, the opportunity is amazing.
Right.
Um, Gated communities, three-story townhomes, fully decked out. I mean, it's built by Cityside Homes. Again, all you got to do is make the phone call. That's it.
Right.
Make the phone call, ask the question, and get started, and get
This
past your fears.
this is some great information. Could you kind of give us a different range of incomes, salaries for the year that possibly qualify. And what we'll do, we'll make sure that we share information uh, within the um, within the description of this video. So those will be able to, if you're viewing this, you'll be able to click some links to get all this information as well. So that way you can know if you qualify based on your income or not. But if you could share some of that information with us, Ms. Hunter, that'll be awesome.
Absolutely. I was trying to pull up my screen.
And while you're looking that up, what's the minimum credit score for these for buyers that are taking advantage of this particular program?
Okay, so if it's just the standard City of Houston program, or regular Harris County, 600 is our minimum here at US Bank. The program's allowed down to 580. If you're doing, and the same with single family new construction, but if you're doing the community land trust, you must have a 620 credit score because you must qualify for a conventional loan.
Okay. So there we have it. We know that working with Miss Hunter, she's able to go down to a 600 credit score. Okay.
Yes.
And then if you're going to use one of the other particular programs,
Mhm. If you
mentioned, are you
if
going
you're
to?
trying for the community land trust, or if the desire is to go with the community land trust, we would need to get the score to at least 620, and you must be able to qualify for a conventional loan, which is the conventional. We have conventional loans that mirror FHA, and at
Okay.
the end of the day, if you are currently late on items or credit on trade lines, then you need to take the time to get to the point where you bring everything current that needs to be brought current. Any open active trade lines, we cannot obtain a mortgage loan and you're currently late. So if you're currently late, the number one goal would be to bring everything up to date. Then the next thing is, when was the last delinquency reported? So, it takes, generally, if you have a one-off where it's an exception,
Uh-huh.
we may can get past that. But if it's repeated lates within the last 12 months, then the first thing is going to be, you're going to need that year of clean history
Right.
to not be late. If you have large student loan amounts, then you definitely want to consider that you're going to have to go on an income driven repayment plan. Otherwise, we got to count that larger payment. I'm going back to income for one person household, and knowing the difference between what the person on the loan is going to qualify for and what the household income. The programs look at household income. So if it's three people in a house and you're trying to go for the programs, any of the Harris County programs, the household cannot exceed 67,100. If you're going for the city's program with the new home development projects, the three-person household income cannot exceed 100,650. So those are the two charts, and I definitely will try to get that uploaded for you so that you can share. And you may
Okay.
have it
Perfect.
also, Mr. Burton, that you can put in the
Yeah, I
chat.
think I think you do have your. I'm going to use your. There was something you shared with me a few days ago, a link, and what we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we also have that where the viewers could actually receive that information and be able to save it on their computers or phone.
Perfect. And if you're seeing this and you don't need a home, but you know someone that does, it's time for cousins, nephews, aunties, uncles, whomever. Make sure
Right?
that they're aware it's out there. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of, and if you're working with lenders that say, "Oh, you don't want to deal with that," "Oh, it's going to make this," and the programs are not for everybody.
Right.
Some are fortunate to have incomes that's going to exceed. There's a program for you too. The state agency has programs, TSHAC and TDHCA, those programs are there. We can assist those buyers as well. But if you're looking for that significant amount of increase, up to $200,000, you have to be within, those certain income ranges.
Awesome, awesome. Let me ask you: are there going to be any tours in the future that y'all put some great successful tours here in the past, and those buses have been loaded. So
They have been loaded and we have wait lists. And I would love to say yes. But at this moment, I don't know. There's nothing on the books confirmed just yet. I
okay,
think where we are right now, we're at the end of the year. So be it, and the city of Houston is in transition. We know for certain, we don't know how the election is going to be, but we know
right,
that there's going to be election and administrative changes, so we definitely would have to wait till after the beginning of the year.
Okay.
And then even with the county, because they don't only currently only have homes available in Hockley, our concern with me saying to do another bus tour immediately is that we know that the wait list is now so significant with the county that as soon as those homes go on the market, they're going to go like this. So it may not be anything that people could actually go see that's going to be available.
Well, okay.
But
Well, what we want to do, we want to make sure we give the viewers opportunities to let them know there are bus tours. There have been bus tours, and if you
Mhm.
would like to join us in the future, make sure that you do continue to follow
That's
us.
right.
And
And follow our pages because we're gonna always post. We're doing something tomorrow. Fifth Ward has the Fall Into Festival in the fifth at 4300 Lion Street. We will be out there tomorrow. We are always doing something.
right.
And I know early January or so, Harris County, the Pasadena community. Do not sleep on Pasadena.
Oh
They're
yeah.
building brand new homes out there as well, and we can use the Harry if you're going with the single family. These are single family new construction homes, so they would be the up to 45% off the sales price. Um, but that east area, Crosby, Baytown, we're not sleeping on those areas
Right.
because the Harris County Community Land Trust Program, that's Harris County. If it's Harris County, it can potentially qualify. You go select your own house as long as the sales price don't exceed 275 and the seller is willing to work with you with the program, we ready to go.
Awesome.
And so
Awesome.
our next tour, Mr. Burton, may be something. It may look something like this. We may put together some communities outside of what the county offers.
Okay.
All we got Rosh Coleman. We got some other builders that have communities with properties less than 275. We may put those together and take people around to see what's out there after the beginning of the year.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Now I'm also office with a builder, and they're going to be building some homes over in the Midtown area, and
Mhm.
it's going to fall up under these programs as well. So it's
Miss Aisha Shelton and Kevin Shelton, they have Park Lane Home. I mean, we have resources, and if you willing to look, and then we didn't even talk about the Houston Land Bank, who has homes also, and they too go up to the 120%, that higher income bracket. But the homes already, they're constructing homes at an affordable price. I think their max sales price is like 250 something. It starts anywhere from 180 to 250, and they're on the smaller front. They're not your larger size home, but they are brand new homes, and
right.
they are in Sunnyside, Settegast, Trinity Gardens, Fifth Ward. Settegast has a whole plethora of homes coming up over there. Acres Home. We have struck affordable housing goal, and we are grateful for the teams at the city of Houston and Harris County that see the bigger picture and see the
Right.
need and have truly tried to address it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I tell you what, Miss Hunter, I appreciate you taking your time out again and sharing all of this information. Um, if those who are viewing, make sure you definitely click on the links, follow us because there's going to be more information. We are in the last quarter of the year, but this is going all the way through 2024. And so we don't want you to miss this opportunity. Again, we've been able to help, some home buyers who didn't even think they would be able to become homeowners. And so, and I'm gonna be honest with you, these have been single mothers,
Mhm.
and it's been awesome to see these young ladies and their children get inside of new homes. They have been very excited. They've been sharing the word as well. They've been going around to the different events, advocating for home ownership, and so we really appreciate them for coming out and continuing to spreading the word. Anything you want to share before we end?
No, I look forward to talking to a lot of your viewers. I thank you for all of your support, Mr. Burton, and I look forward to us having a wonderful 2024, making homeownership dreams possible for quite a few people.
Awesome, awesome. I'm looking forward to that as well. And again, I really appreciate you, and again, giving you your flowers while
Mhm.
you're in front of me here, for
Thank
what
you.
you do. And ask that you continue to have blessings going forward as we continue to make more homeowners here in the future. And I
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you soon. All right.
See you soon.
All
Bye
right.
bye.